Hello, my name is Brooke Kleberger and I'm a Diamond Ambassador with Plexus. This is the Silver Series and today I'm going to talk to you about all things social media, about filling your cup, having genuine conversations, and how to and when to post on social media. When people start sharing about Plexus, their social media presence has either been one of two things. Either they've been pretty active and they have a good presence, they're posting frequently, or they've kind of just been a ghost on social media and they're watching other people's posts, but they haven't been posting a lot themselves. Usually when someone's been more active on social media, it's a little bit easier for them to slide into sharing about Plexus. They have a little bit of an easier time finding those 3 friends who want to join them. But when somebody hasn't been very active on social media, it might take a little bit longer for them to get in the habit of sharing and posting, knowing what to share and post, and then building those relationships with people who will then want to trust them to buy Plexus from them. So I wanted to share a little bit with you about the do's and the don'ts of social media. First of all, some of the things that we do not want to do are, number 1, we don't want to click the share button from what somebody else has shared and just reshare what they're sharing. That's a big don't. That is not a personal thing. It's not a personal post, and it does not help boost your post in the news feed and in the Plexus algorithm, or in the Facebook algorithm, excuse me. Number 2, we do not want to just not post at all. We also don't want to post and share like a little graphic, just a generic graphic that we maybe found on Pinterest or that we saw floating around on Facebook. When we post and when we share, we want to share pictures of ourselves, of our families, of our lives, but things that are personal, because that's how you build relationships with people and why they want to trust you versus somebody else on their social media. Things that we do want to do when we are sharing on social media, we want to comment on other people's posts. You don't just want to scroll on by or click like, but we want to comment and we want to make genuine comments. We also want to be having conversations with people, like in their inbox, just looking at their stories and responding to their stories and starting conversations with other people. That will help build your relationships. And when you are building up those relationships, people are more likely to trust you with their health and with their health goals. That will also help boost your posts and what is being seen in the Facebook news feed. Something else that you want to always be doing is adding new friends on Facebook and Instagram. If you are only relying on the current ones that you have, at some point that is going to stall out a little bit. So we want to be continually adding new friends, building new relationships, and having new conversations. Those conversations do not have to be about Plexus. They're just genuine relationship building conversations. Another really great way to keep filling up your cup and having conversations is to send messages to people wishing them a happy birthday. Don't just comment on their wall, but send them a direct message and make it something like genuine and meaningful. Those are great ways to keep filling your cup and building relationships with other people. Something else that you can do on social media and that you want to be doing on social media is adding value to other people's lives. So that means we have to be sharing about more than just our kids or our cats or our dogs. Like, we have to be providing some sort of value to other people, whether that's sharing something that's really passionate to you. And it can't just be about Plexus. We want to make sure we have a good balance of Plexus posts and non-Plexus posts, because if you go to your feed and you scroll back and oops, we're accidentally only sharing about Plexus all the time, that's going to turn people away too. So Plexus posts and personal posts, people still want to see your family and they still want to see your face, but we also want to be adding value in other ways, like talking about something that's important to us or something that we're passionate about, maybe sharing different meals or recipes or fitness ideas or clothes that you really like, making recommendations other than Plexus, and people start to trust you and the recommendations that you make, and they're more likely to come on board with the supplements that you're selling too. Interactive posts that ask a question or ask people to comment on them, are another great way to boost your visibility in the Facebook algorithm and the Instagram algorithm as well. So those are the do's and the don'ts of Plexus and social media. Do not just rely on your current Facebook friends and Instagram friends and followers. We want to continually be having conversations, adding new people, and just interacting when we show up on social media versus mindlessly scrolling. And those are the ways that you can turn your scroll into money for yourself. So this is the Silver Series. Stay tuned for the next set of videos to continue this conversation.